Even if the guy is the nicest guy and is going to take care of her as best he can for the rest of his life, he's never going to talk to other women. They'll still choose the more attractive guy over him, even if that comes with a bunch of problems for her. If you can make women do otherwise, let me know.
I think it depends what girl is looking for. What's your goal? Like creating a family or just like dating around? Like maybe she had her time before to date like bad guys and all that, and then she understood that it's not working for her and she needs to start a family with someone who is more reliable.
We call this the wall.
She had all her fun in her 20s. She doesn't want to have fun anymore. She has to date with focus.
No, I think we're all looking for the person who's gonna support us in the bad moments, who's gonna give us like everything, all like sort of emotions. None of the person are perfect. Some of gonna be like, you know, down on I don't know, for any crazy adventures, but in like at home gonna be boring as fuck, you know. Some of them gonna be like super, I don't know, intelligent, gives the like all information, but the other way, like there is gonna be some parts of down. Even us, like, you know, we can perfectly like make money, but at home we don't know how to cook. All of us have some ups and downs. Just so, like, we have to find out the perfect match, which we're like, you know, we're absolutely happy with, and that's it, and go from there.
But also, like with having multiple wives, multiple women, it's up to everyone what they like. But also, don't you think that before it was more normal because women had like less rights and were like more dependent, and they couldn't choose that much? I don't know. Like now they're more independent and they're like having their standards and like I want to have only one and mine and I'm very territorial and that's it. I don't know.
Women are still just as dependent on men as through all of human history, right? Like if all men disappeared tomorrow, all women would die within a week. Keeping the lights on, keeping the water running. Oh, we're killing her. Keeping the lights on, keeping the water running, growing food, bringing it to supermarkets. Like men do 90% plus of all of these jobs, keeping the heat on in the winter, right? The entire infrastructure of society is built and maintained by men, and men can barely handle keeping it running, right? When you take someone that has 1/3 the upper body strength and you try to have them down in a crawl space, moving a 250-pound radiator to cut the pipes to clear the blockage, like women cannot do these things. And it's fine that women can't do these things, but the way in which that women are now dependent on men, instead of being dependent on your husband, you go work for someone who's usually a man, or at least the backing investment behind the company is men, even like a female-led company. And then you come home and you've now slaved away for someone else all day, and you're going to take your hard-earned money and you're going to give it to men to do the things your husband would do for you, right? So like women are still dependent on men and serving them like they have been for all of human history. It's just being outsourced to men that don't give a fuck about them now.
Alona, I know you want to respond to that.
I have nothing to respond. In my opinion, alpha men never say about this, even saying about this. Alpha men can understand how he's strong, how he's smart, how he is perfect, and all women in the world was die for the 1 week if not a man. But alpha man never say that because he was confident enough. Doesn't say that. He was.
I'm insecure.
Like, oh, I have a lot of things to say, but.
No, I think it's something that, like, obviously it doesn't need to be something that is like mean, right? Like this, like what I'm saying is not like a dig at women, right? I think women would benefit from, like instead of serving a corporation and then like to work to get money, like I think they would be happier more often than not, like being at home, being a mother, being able to lean into their femininity, like having a man that loves them deeply, that they want to serve and support and cherish. Like I think.
And next day he gonna start to cheating on her because he was boring.
Well, stepping out and cheating are two different things. So get some exercise. That's cool, but you know, like don't go gamble away the family's money, right?
I agree with you and Alona because at the same time, When the girl start to be at home, start cooking, making every time when he's coming home with a nice dinner, la la la. After a while, after like a half year, every day, yes, it's a different meal, but every day he's coming home and he's like, "My love, what's new?" And she's like, "Oh, today my chicken, like, I don't know, was burned. I don't know, the vegetables was bad, the grocery." So her circle of interest very short. Grocery, kitchen, bad. Grocery, kitchen, bad. The guy, he's coming home, it's boring. He wants to also feeling that, like, inside the feeling that the girl, his girl, able to go somewhere, somebody able to
Yep.
see her. That's why what gives the between the like guys like spice, you know. If the guy, for example, he's gonna sit at home and the girl gonna go to work all the time, he's gonna prepare food, just food. Imagine you're living, you're just sitting at home, you got a MILF who's working for you, she's making a lot of money, you're just sitting at home making food, I don't know, going to the grocery, of course, do some massages for yourself, like, you know, self care, and then like, you know, make good sex. And after a while, I'm going home, and again, you just coming like, I don't know, I did the bed nails. Yes, nothing else, and there is nothing to, you know, because the main point of the relationships, good relationships, that both of you supposed to support each other and gives the ideas, you know, for your future. But if your circle is just a circle of between like 5 places, it's gonna be not interesting. The person gonna be not interesting for the other one, and
Right, but
there's
why does the
Can I
woman?
say something? Just I was be quiet for the long time.
Let's hear it.
But you're saying you're talking about the girl don't choosing the guy who was be just nice and kind if he doesn't have money and all of this stuff, right? It's who's
Yes,
this? Who said this?
yes.
Хорошо. Okay. The point was when you are starting to dating with that type of the guy who was just kind and nice, but have nothing, like no money, no ambitious, no anything, but he was nice and he loves you so much.
All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the Courses tab. Newer to the channel? Hit subscribe.